Karen's obsession with control had reached an entirely new and audacious level. This time, she tried to seize something deeply personal: my identification, attempting to use it as leverage to ban me from my own property. Early one morning, she arrived, her face twisted with self-righteous determination, carrying documents and her usual confidence, convinced she could intimidate me into submission. What she didn't anticipate was that her audacity would lead to her public humiliation and the revelation of who truly held authority. Karen approached aggressively, demanding my ID as proof that I had no right to access certain areas of my property. She claimed that the HOA had the right to enforce restrictions on property she did not own. My grandfather, observing with calm authority, immediately documented the encounter, capturing every word, gesture, and attempt at coercion on security cameras. My wife, a federal officer, ensured that law enforcement could be called if the situation escalated. Karen began citing obscure and fabricated rules, insisting that I could be banned until compliance was achieved. She waved her papers and documents with dramatic flair, fully expecting fear or submission. I remained calm, letting her escalate while carefully documenting every moment. Her aggression became increasingly erratic as she realized that she was being recorded and her bluff had no foundation. When she attempted to physically take my identification, my presence changed the dynamic entirely. I calmly confronted her and revealed, in a firm and authoritative voice, exactly who I was: someone with the legal authority, tactical training, and preparation to protect my property and family. Karen froze, her audacious confidence crumbling as she realized she had no leverage, no legal standing, and no authority over the situation. Seeing her panic, I calmly outlined the limits of HOA power, property ownership, and the consequences of harassment, trespassing, and theft. My wife corroborated, explaining that Karen's attempts to seize identification were not only illegal but also criminal. Security footage and witness statements documented the encounter, leaving Karen exposed to immediate legal consequences if she attempted further interference. Karen tried one last bluff, claiming she had rights under her HOA to enforce a ban. But the calm and authoritative response, combined with documented proof of property ownership and prior harassment, left her powerless. Her face turned pale, her usual self-righteous indignation replaced with disbelief and fear. She realized that she had been thoroughly outmaneuvered. By late morning, Karen had retreated, humiliated and powerless. The ID remained firmly in my possession, the property secure, and her attempts at intimidation fully documented. Neighbors who had witnessed the confrontation were stunned by the sheer audacity of her actions and the decisive manner in which they were countered. This incident marked a significant escalation in her ongoing harassment saga. Karen's obsession with control, which had previously manifested in fines, property invasions, and threats, had now turned toward personal intimidation. But preparation, legal authority, and tactical readiness ensured that her attempts failed spectacularly. By the end of the day, it was clear that Karen had once again collided with limits she could not control. Her obsession had led to public humiliation, exposure, and legal vulnerability. Every move she had made to assert authority had been neutralized, leaving her powerless and reinforcing the undeniable lesson: audacity without legal authority, preparation, and strategic support is destined to fail. Karen had learned, once again, that obsession with control comes with inevitable consequences.